So it is a huge weekend coming up. Selection Sunday just over a week away. I mean, this is a big weekend for the bubble teams, and we're with Doug at the Ford Explorer touchscreen to tell us who's going to be in and who you think's going to be out. Let's start with Virginia Tech. Last weekend, the big win over Duke. Yeah,
remember last weekend they had the big win over Duke, but the previous weekend they had a loss to Virginia. So they go on the road to Clemson. Right now I have Virginia Tech out. A win at Clemson would put them in. Probably not permanently in. Probably have to win their first game in the ACC tournament. I think the loser of this game is out, barring a run all the way to the championship game in the ACC tournament. The winner is probably in, barring an upset in the first round of the ACC tournament. Michigan's the team. They take on Michigan State at home. You look at the resume, not really enough to stand on. This is the best thing they have going for them. Strength of schedule of 22. 2-8 versus the RPI top 50. However, if they were to beat Michigan State at home this weekend, that's a sweep. You put them probably in, again, barring a mid-major like an ODU that's already in the field, getting knocked out, and then losing a spot in the field. Colorado, they lose the other night at Iowa State. Now, they have Nebraska at home. Nebraska's still barely in on the bubble. Whoever loses that game is out. Whoever wins it is right here on the cut line. Now, Marquette, I feel like, is in. They go to Seton Hall this weekend. Marquette doesn't have any bad losses, not a ton of big wins with the exception of the UConn win going back a week ago Thursday. And this is a really interesting team to keep an eye on. This is Washington State. Now, they beat USC last night, but Klay Thompson, their leading scorer, pulled over, cited for possession of marijuana. Still no word on what the ruling will be from Ken Bone, their head coach. If they beat UCLA and they win their first game in the Pac-10 tournament, I think they'll be in. We don't know, again, the status of Klay Thompson. We'll put them out for now, barring the game against UCLA. But that UCLA, that's a top 50 game, and because they get by proxy wins, UCLA wins over BYU, win over St. John's, plus they've beaten Gonzaga, they've beaten Baylor, another bubble team. I think Washington State would be in if they beat the Bruins, might be without Klay Thompson.
Okay, and we did get word from their coach, Klay Thompson. He has been suspended for this weekend's game. That much we do know so far. He's Doug Gottlieb breaking it down just a little more than a week away from Selection Sunday.